Speaking of money and politics, now to some breaking news. President Trump has released his financial disclosures for 2025. Our team is still going through the 1,000-page document disclosure here. So far, though, we've learned that the president reported more than $1 billion in income related to his family's crypto ventures and meme coins last year. Here's how it all breaks down. Our team reached out to the White House, though, about these crypto earnings. It says that the president and his family have never engaged in conflicts of interest. Well, let's bring in NBC's Gabe Gutierrez, who's at the White House. Gabe, he did actively push crypto and push for easier crypto legislation and rules, and he also pushed those meme coins while he was in office.
Yeah, that's right, Tom. Look, the Trump administration has repeatedly tried to loosen restrictions on cryptocurrency. But as you just pointed out, the White House releasing that statement saying that this is not a conflict of interest in their view, and that any executive action or any moves taken by the president are in the best interest of the American people. That's according to a White House spokesperson. Now, with regards to these financial disclosure forms, you said it, Tom, we're still going through them, but here are some of the things that stick out. At least $1.2 billion, as you mentioned, in 2025 from crypto or meme coins. And that includes, Tom, more than $588 million from sales of World Liberty Financial. Now, that is a crypto company, a crypto firm whose co-founders include the president and his sons. Now, we also reached out and heard from the Trump organization regarding all this, a spokesperson for that organization telling NBC News that the breadth and depth of this filing further underscores our commitment to transparency, adding that it represents one of the most comprehensive financial disclosure forms ever. And just to give you some idea here, Tom, this one is nearly 1,000 pages. That is about 4 times as long as last year's financial disclosure forms, and significantly longer than Vice President J.D. Vance's, which was just 17 pages, also released today, Tom.
Gabe, I don't want to blindside you, but are you aware of any president in history who's ever reported hundreds of millions or $1 billion in income while they're in office?
No, is the short answer, Tom.
Yeah. Separately, the president also just announced this midterm convention, a midterm convention. Talk us through that.
Well, certainly. The president has alluded to this before, but what is new is something that he just posted on social media a short time ago, that he's announcing this midterm convention in Dallas for September 9th and 10th. The president's calling it big news. For the first time ever, the Republican Party will hold that midterm convention in Dallas, one of my favorite places in the world. It will be fantastic. He's saying that it will be a rally like none other. Certainly this comes as this midterm campaign season ramps up, Tom.
And his popularity has been sinking, right, Gabe?
Well, if you believe the recent polls, he has been struggling with that. But the president says that he's doing just fine, and he expects to have quite the rally, not just here at this midterm convention, but also in just a few days at the America 250th celebrations here in the nation's capital, Tom.
Gabe Gutierrez, thank you very much.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.